Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats and I watched Clean from 2022. Now this somewhat reminded me a bit of John Wick and Nobody and another movie that we watched recently that also was a bit like this. I think also maybe Safe. And another movie, where our protagonist is, a very good fighter, or he was somewhat the boogeyman or the Grim Reaper or something like that. And this movie was also that. He was apparently the Grim Reaper. Only this one missed something, but I'm gonna tell you more at the end. But let's just first start with the movie itself, shall we? We're in the street and the vision is blurred. We see, two headlights, coming closer. And when it was, still on a certain distance, the vision was unblurred, and it's a truck. It's a garbage truck. It comes a bit more closer and stops. The driver comes out, puts on his gloves, and goes out of frame. You see him coming back, and he is carrying a frame of a bike, maybe, and a garbage bag. So he throws the garbage bag in. Or it was a sleigh or something like that, because it was a bit snowy outside. We got the upper shot of him driving. We see the garbage truck, making a turn. Then we see it backing up because he gets a container, hooked onto it, empties a container, and then we see him, more doing a bit of his, just his job. He goes back to, his working place. He parks, gets out with a bag, walks to some guy who is sitting there, hands over the keys, and he walks off. And we're gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. Like I said at the beginning, this reminded me kind of John Wick, but it missed something, and what it missed was more action. I missed a bit of more action. If this movie had a bit more action, I would give it a higher score than what I gave it. Sorry. Personally, it really lacked the action, The most action was, like it always is, in the last half hour, or maybe the last 40 minutes, around that era, because always with movies that are one and a half hours long, is that near the last half hour, shit goes down, and we get yay usually at the end. And with this one, it was also that, shit got down at the end, and I hoped that we also got a bit more of that sprinkled throughout this movie. You know, maybe just a fight, just one fight or one kill here or there, but too bad. There was, when the fight at the end came, there was one thing that was very cool, and he had a guy, and he had a flare gun. He stuck the flare gun in his mouth and shot it. Oof! Oof! That was something cool. Okay, I have to give the movie that much credit for that. And yeah, that's basically it. It missed some action, in my opinion. It lacked. It had a lack of action. But not every movie is all fight. Sometimes you have also movies that are a bit more, laying low, more low key. Maybe I never used that word, so I don't really know what it means. But a bit more low. That's fine. But in my opinion, I missed a bit of action in this movie. But go watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend. Oh, before I get to that, I'll give this movie a 3 out of 5 because, like I said, it lacked action. But now, leave likes, recommend a good Adrian Brody movie down below in the comment section, or a movie that's a bit more, he's the Grim Reaper, he's the boogeyman, he's the ultimate, he was an ex-Navy SEAL, or just a hitman, or something like that, a movie like that. Put it down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, comment on Discord, and see you guys tomorrow for Love and Thunder.